If you're not yet excited about Season 4 and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, maybe you should be. We have now officially got a list of cars that we're going to see in Season 4, and I am personally quite excited. I'm going to walk through that latest reveal from the Solar Club, or the Solar Letter, that we had just last week. And this may be a running theme for the next few Tuesdays as we get more letters. But let's not waste any time, let's look at the new cars that we're going to be getting. The letter obviously starts off here that they want to remind us about the upcoming Dev Diary. Can't wait to see it. I just want to see it. It's now actually called the Dev Documentary. But without any further ado, let's take a look at these cars that we're getting in Season 4. Inside of the letter, we've got the casino vehicles, the vehicles arriving in the dealership, the solar pass vehicles, and some performance issues. We know that's there. Nonetheless, first on the list, the casino vehicle. We already know it was the AMG GT Black Series. The worst kept secret, in my opinion, in this game. They tried to hide it. This fantastic community managed to decipher the pixelation over the top of the GT Black Series, and yeah, they probably couldn't hold it any longer. We are getting a GT Black Series, but how do we get this? It obviously comes by playing in the casino. At launch, the Macau Light slot machines offer the GT Black Series as its primary jackpot, or alternative 77,777 casino chips as a secondary jackpot. Now this is a good thing because if we kept winning that jackpot, we would just constantly win the exact same car. And I don't want a garage, a roster full of GT Black Series. I want to win it once, then I want to take that 77777 jackpot when we manage to achieve it. So the Black Series is coming, and by God, that picture looks absolutely fantastic. Moving on, similar to TDU2, there will be two versions of the slot machines. One is meant to provide a vehicle as a jackpot, the other casino chips. Another good thing. They mentioned on the social pages the mid-season Golden Dragon jackpot, slot machine has a jackpot of 1 million casino chips. Now this is very interesting because, as we know, right here we can actually see 2 solar coins are equal to 1 casino chip. This overcomplicates things. Yes, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. I don't know why that's happened. I would personally just have had it a 1-to-1. Yes, it makes things a bit more exciting when you cash out and you earn more than what you had in the casino. I get that, but it feels like it's just a layer of confusion for the sake of it. But nonetheless, I'm not bagging on it. I think it's a good thing. So if we then bag that jackpot of 1 million casino chips, we can cash out eventually those 2 million solar coins. Of course, as we know, that won't happen at the start of the casino. This jackpot machine won't even be there until midway. That for me is actually a good thing. If we were able to cash out instantly, fantastic, but we can't. The frustration I think would come should we hit the jackpot for 1 million casino chips, 2 million solar coins. We couldn't cash that out until the mid-season patch, so I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing overall. Moving on a little bit further, we're still of course talking about the GT Black Series. I genuinely think this car looks fantastic. Alex7 did throw out a video the other day and we can hear the noise of it, and my God, it sounds even better than I expected. You'll also be able to find a clothing store and a car parts store inside of the casino. Previously when I kind of went over that, I was assuming perhaps you had to go in and make sure you're in the correct attire for the casino. It's just another clothing store. I like the fact we're getting more clothing store, taking us back to what it is we want to see, more development in the game. We're getting a fresh clothing store inside the casino. This is a good thing, I do believe, and I'm probably sure you guys do believe this too. I still would have liked the aspect that you had to be suited and booted for going into the casino. That's just my personal preference, that you can't go in there in like a Hawaiian shirt or a pair of shorts, that you had to be suited up. That was my own personal take. If it's not there, it's okay, we can move on from it. So we're getting a clothing store, we're getting a car parts store. Focusing on vehicles, they're teasing some rims that we're getting for Season 4, and it looks like they have now got TSW and Speedline licenses. We can see just here the Bathurst, the Turbinas, racing gold rims, titanium rims. What else have we got? It's MFCs. I'm not quite sure the names of these. I assume they are the correct names. But yeah, it's more wheels in the game. I'm elated at this. I would like them to be readily available when we go into a workshop. I don't like the fact we have to go from one place to another for certain parts, but then again, in real life, not everything is available in one place, so it does keep a bit of realism about it, that you have to go to certain locations to get certain parts. It's more in the game. I'm excited. It will be a good thing. Vehicles arriving into the dealership. This is going to be interesting. Of course, first of all, we know the issues we've had with ranked racing. I've spoke about this a lot. The community spoke about this a lot. It is no secret. It's so frustrating that ranked racing doesn't work in this game. However, they are addressing it one way or another. They are removing the car rewards for ranked racing, but I think they've slipped something into this letter to maybe pass us by. Right here, it says only money. Starting Season 4, ranked no longer rewards players with a vehicle, only money. So ranked racing, my interpretation of this letter, ranked racing is not disappearing. The reward of the vehicle is disappearing. Now, I may have understood this previously, maybe I've just not read things correctly. My interpretation previously is they were getting rid of ranked racing until it was fixed. My interpretation of this letter is in Season 4, ranked racing is still going to be there, but you can do it for only money. Now, I think this may cause another issue in the game, depending on how it's built. This may be of advantage of people to farm money. Now, I'm not saying that is an issue. If that's the way you want to do it, perfectly fine. Not everybody has that capability to go in and farm the ranked racing for the reward. So it's not a big issue, but it's just not clear. And I think them just slipping that into this letter here, I've personally not seen it before. I think they're maybe letting that one slide under the radar just a little bit. Better yet, just fix ranked racing. I don't think it should be as hard as what it is seeming to be to have the ranked racing fixed. I think I speak for a lot of people here. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. We just want ranked racing to work. We would love to go on and race with one another. Yesterday's stream that I did on test drive is probably point proven right there. 4 of us were in a race. We had a fantastic time. We tried to race with 5 people and the game crashed. Just fix it. It's all we're asking for. It doesn't feel like it's much. This is a car game. Right now it is a racing game that is turning back to a TDU game. Just let us race. Let us have a full lobby. I will stop complaining. But as we know, we're getting the Bugatti Chiron 300 Plus Super Sport into the garages. A lot of people are going to receive that car already, but we can now go in and purchase that vehicle along with the Aston Martin Valour. This is one car I am truly excited to discover. Now, maybe that's wrong to say. I think every car bar one that we're going to see today, I am excited to discover. The 300 Plus, the Valour, and a few others. But this one here I think is going to capture a lot of imagination. The noise they have captured so far for Aston Martins in the game, with the added bonus of the way the Valour looks, I'm very excited to see what this car has to offer. Then of course we have got the DB11 Volante. And I was right. I don't say that very often, but we were right. The Volante is that secret car that we were leaked very early. The big discussion, was it the GT Continental GTC? Was it the DB11 Volante? Well, we can now see it is indeed the Aston Martin DB11 Volante. The giveaway for myself was the little spoiler right inside here that pops up, and the way the rear seat cover essentially sits with the protection trim around it. When I started looking a little bit deeper, yeah, it makes sense that it was the DB11 Volante, with the added factor we've already got the Aston Martins in the game, they've got the license. It made sense that we were going to get the Volante. Yes, that does remain true with the GT Continental GTC. I wouldn't be surprised to see that in the game eventually. I know a lot of people are not overly happy that we're getting yet another Aston Martin in the game, but I love Aston Martins. We're getting a convertible version of a car I already use and love in the game. I ain't complaining in the slightest. I cannot wait to get that car itself. Moving on, we can talk a little bit here about the Solar Pass vehicles. At level 50, we're going to unlock the signature car, which we're going to get to very, very shortly, one I am also very excited about. And at level 1, we're going to get an exclusive car, and if you have not seen this yet, guys, wait until you see it. Level 15, we'll grab another vehicle, so the same build that we've essentially had on the previous Solar Pass. Level 1, level 15, level 15 and level 50 for those reward cars. But wait till you see this one right here. Oh, how good does this Porsche look? This is something I desperately wanted to see in game. Now, when I start to talk about this, it will maybe become a little bit clearer. It's not customization in the sense of Car X Street, Need for Speed, Forza, that kind of thing. But it is a wide-bodied 911 and it looks absolutely spectacular. I'm sure you guys will agree. They're going to introduce here the level 1 reward car, the 911 Carrera Coupe VR wide body kit. This is the first time Test Drive have included body kits into the game, and we will see that they are working further for customization aspects of the game. This is a good thing. I think this is going to keep the community excited, engaged in the game. They understand that the community don't want to see wild customizations. What they have for us in store, they're sure is going to be exciting. I personally wouldn't mind customizations, but as they have correctly put there, I don't want to see wild customization. I don't want to see, in this game particularly, I don't want to see NOS. I don't want to see big aero wings, big drift body kits, rocket bunny, things like that. I don't think that suits the TDU DNA, but having this kind of style here, I think it suits it to the ground. Integrating the likes of I don't know, an a Rough or RWB or Brabus, something to that kind of effect. I think that would be a nice touch for the game, and it's almost what we're getting here with the 911. The only caveat to this is a separate car. You have to have the 911 Carrera Coupe VR wide body kit as a separate car to the 911, as a separate car to the 911 Adventurer. Now this makes it easy for jumping in and out of races. Maybe we get another Porsche week and we have to have a separate car for each race. That's perfectly fine, it gives that option. But maybe we already own the 911 and we just want to slap the body kit onto it. That would have been a nice option, but again, I'm not complaining. I'm very excited to get this car and physically see what it looks like in the game. Let me come on to this next one. Now I think this car is going to split a lot of opinions. I don't know if it's for me. Now there's going to be one big reason for this. It's an electric vehicle and I don't like electric vehicles in the game, so this is the downside to the EV industry. I previously worked in the EV industry. I worked with Tesla. I own an EV car. I drive a Tesla. That's real life. In the game, I want internal combustion. I want engine noise, V8s, V10s, W16s, flat 4s, whatever it may be. I don't get excited by EV cars, but again, that is just my personal preference. We are, of course, talking about here the Alpha 5 DeLorean, a cancelled car in real life. This here is right and truly a concept car. But it's something different. It's bolstering the car list in TDU, and I think we should rightly be excited about it. Am I going to be excited to use it in the game? Am I even going to purchase it? Probably not, but it's another car in the game, and I don't actually have to purchase this. We're going to get it for free at level 15. This may be one of those wild cars in the game that we absolutely love to use. Time will tell. From the outset, it looks fantastic. If it had an engine, it would be fantastic. I couldn't wait to use it. But it's an EV, and it kind of kills my enthusiasm a little. Maybe engine swaps would be cool, but that would be the wild customization perhaps we don't want to see in the game. Give me your thoughts on the Alpha 5 DeLorean in the comment section, and every other car. Are you excited for what we're getting? I'm going to pause right here. This next car, I think, is a big scoop for this game to pick up. It is the Lamborghini Huracan Starato. Yes, we've got a lot of Lamborghinis in the game. Yes, we've already got the Huracan in the game. Yes, we've got different varieties of the Huracan. Yes, I spent a lot of time building the Fluoro Capsule Huracan reward car for grinding the Huracan races for off-road use. And now I don't need it because we've got the Starato, but I'm not complaining in the slightest. This car is absolutely fantastic. The fact we're getting it in TDU, and not a lot of other games have got this car to date. And to my knowledge, this will be one of the newest, if not, I think there's maybe one or two cars newer, but one of the newest cars in game. I think this is a big scoop for TDU, and I cannot wait to use this car. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait until level 50 of the Solar Pass, and if I do what I did in Season 3 for Season 4 and naturally grind through it, I'm not going to get this for about 2 to 2.5 months, but that will then fall back to the devs' work that they've told us. They're working on the Solar Pass for easier progression, for quicker progression. It might not be 2 to 2.5 months for me to pick up the Starato. Nonetheless, I cannot wait to get my hands on this car. I think it's fantastic, a great addition to the game, a supercar off-road car, which of course opens up the door for another discussion. Are we going to get supercar races set for off-road? We've got the F-Type SVR, a mouthful, the F-Type SVR, and now the Staratos, two unbelievably capable supercars in the game. We now need that category for off-road racing, specifically for these supercars. Time will tell. I hope that is an addition that comes to the game, and we can obviously see just here over on the Ibiza map that Starato in action off-road. Surely you're as excited as I am by that list of cars we have already seen. Lastly, I'll quickly touch on this one, the console improvements in Season 4. Good news for console players, in Season 4 you should see a slight increase in performance, especially those on PS5. And I know a few of you people who are watching today's video who were in the streams often complain about the performance on PS5. My fingers are crossed for each and every one of you that you do have a better experience in-game for test drive on console, specifically you guys on PS5. I have seen photo captures, I've seen videos of TDU on the PS5 and it does look terrible. I will not lie about that. I'm fortunate I play it on Steam, so I do feel for you guys. Fingers crossed you now have a better experience. What are they going to do here then? Season 5 KT engine update will also be applied on all platforms. With this you can expect an improvement to the game's graphics. Thank God. I think everybody wants better graphics overall, in fact, regardless of how good your graphics are, we always want better graphics. The areas are set to improve on game lighting, game weather, water shaders, reflection, shadows, vehicle reflection, an improvement on performance and optimization, which I think is a big one. As I said before, we will be able to share before the screenshot gameplays of the improvements within the dev documentary, no longer the dev diary. And closer to the release of Season 5, we can confirm specific gains on performance on all platforms. So yeah, fingers crossed for each and every one of you guys. You're actually going to have a good experience on the PlayStation and on Xbox. So we're getting more cars, something each and every one of us have been shouting about. The Sterato, cannot wait to get that car, much like the Porsche 911 VR wide body kit. I'm glad to see it. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think of this current roster that we're getting, or the addition to the roster we're getting. And additionally, let me know your next 5 cars. Go for it. Give me your next 5 cars that you want to see come to Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. As always guys, stay tuned for more updates on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.